Hey gents, I'm going to be testing out for this class, recording this presentation just within PowerPoint itself. All I've got is a little laptop with the webcam in it, and we'll see if this is just a simple way to get stuff done. This will be the application of our TLPs from the good gold nuggets from a book called The Mission, the Men, and Me by Pete Blaber. He wrote this book back in 2008. He's a former Delta Force commander, and the book kind of goes through a lot of his different operations, all the way back through the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Kind of culminates with some of the stuff he did there at the beginning of the second invasion of Iraq, and how he had tanks there on the west and north side of Baghdad as a deception operation. Some of the big takeaways that he talked about was how you should focus as a leader in taking care of the mission, the men, and then yourself. Always listening to the guy on the ground. It's not reality unless it's being shared. And then when in doubt, develop the situation. So going through each of these and applying them to the TLPs could be as follows. So he had got the wisdom to take care of the mission, the men, and then himself. So with that, as you're going through the TLPs and designing the mission and doing your analysis, setting out the timeline so the men can be taken care of and have their time to get prepared, you'll take care of both of those by sacrificing a little bit of yourself, your time, your sleep. Not stopping until it's too standard and you got the information out as fast and as comprehensive as possible to them. Now, always listening to the guy on the ground. Within your TLPs, a good TTP I've always used is when developing the first concept of the operation, getting a good platoon sergeant, squad leader, first sergeant, any good man, and then ask them, hey, does this make sense? Is it just bullshit, or is this something that'll actually work? Listen to their feedback and ideas. Always follow. If they've got the better plan, use that. Check the ego at the door, because mission success and guys staying alive is the right thing to do. You also want to make sure that you empower your guys and let them do great things. Now, talking about it's not reality unless it's shared. That's up and down. And we know that so many Army units struggle with this. From what we can affect and shape, that's really publishing the information on time, pushing as much information down as possible, and developing systems to get everybody on that shared understanding. Good SOPs, a good COP, common operating picture, having good CP, command post systems in place to help cut down the time it takes to pass information and to get the information back up as well. He talked about, as much as it generally is the case where the top higher headquarters are not pushing down information, it doesn't absolve the guys on the ground to feed information higher and paint that picture so they can shape the fight as best they can back for you. And then when in doubt, develop the situation. When in doubt, like my wife says, have your pinkies out when you're drinking your whiskey and smoking cigars. Always develop the situation. Task and conduct actions even in this focus. If you're not really sure what's out there or what quite needs to be done, we can still task, hey, let's go movement to contact and figure it out. And we'll adjust fire there. Now, it's okay to say we're going to do some missions periodically like this and help develop and shape the picture. We want to be careful on making sure that some leaders, especially the lazy ones, don't take advantage of that and just default to it and use that as an excuse not to conduct their good analysis and TLP process or IPB in making sure that they are making a smart play. So it kind of comes, a little bit of give and take. It's kind of a double-edged sword. That's a simple application of the TLPs to a good professional reading book that I would recommend highly to everybody. I did the audiobook version as I drive up to Camp Atterbury a couple months ago, as an example. I hope this helps. I hope this is of value to you all. Thank you.